Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introducing my name Nurfian Almay Muharram. Student ID number 1803211000139. Class D. Here I will explain the result of my summary, namely the strategy for the use and management of the land agriculture as Nusa Tenggara in in improving food security for sustainable agriculture. The land in the Nusa Tenggara NTT area that is, it has a greater potential than paddy field because the opportunities for developing the land are very open to developing various superior commodities for the land. Thus, this picture will imply that the land in Nusa Tenggara is an important source of livelihood for the majority of the population in the region. The development potential of the land agriculture is quite large compared to paddy, because it is possible to develop various agricultural commodities for export purpose. For integrated agricultural development, including livestock and crops, plantation for forestry and food crops, it is possible to open up greater job opportunities with a relatively smaller investment than building irrigation facilities for paddy fields. Manipulation of land biophysical condition to increase agroecosystem resilience shows improving soil quality, improving cropping system and rain harvesting technology combined with cultivation technology package, and improving economic infrastructure area essential strategy in dryland agriculture management. The dryland cultivation technology development is adaptive for an area. Adaptive in the sense that the technology package is environmentally friendly and sustainable for the ecosystem condition of a region, as well as technical and social applicable to the local community and has economic implication. This is very influential because most of the poverty in this area is on the land. The land is the basic of life expectancy for most of the farming communities in the province of Nusa Tenggara and is a green belt to maintain environmental quality. Thus, it is necessary to study the potential problem and strategies for the land management in Nusa Tenggara. Most areas in Nusa Tenggara have a dry climate with low rainfall. So, the main source of water in rainfall. However, so first and groundwater sources are found in several location and have the potential to be developed as water source for agriculture. In Bawa Village, Dongo District, and Auti Village, Wira District, Bima Regency, for example, three are water source, namely water that flows throughout the year. In the rain season, the water come from rainwater, and in the dry season, the water come from spring along the river and river cliff. Apart from river water, the potential source of water also comes from groundwater or artesian. Problem factors in Nusa Tenggara. One limit Number one, limitation of dryland biophysics. Dryland generally has distinctive characteristic, namely the physiography of the land, which is very different from Wafi. Wafi the hilly or sloping, with a variety of soil types. So it is relatively vulnerable on to degradation very high erosion. Number one, dryness. The dry land of Nusa Tenggara has a dry climate with uneven distribution and even intensity of rainfall. To that, crop failure often source as a result of limited water availability. Number three, economic infrastructure. Infrastructure in dryland areas is generally not as good as in wetland areas. This condition shows the marketing of agricultural product on dryland to run efficiently and tend to harm farmers. Number four, production technology applied to dryland farmers both for annual crop and annual crop is relatively simple, as with the use of sand and varieties, many of which come from local source, bow quality in not graded by means of planting and maintenance that have no flowed recommendation. That a summary from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.